Hello, my name is Angelica Jusino, and I'm applying for the Flying Tigresses Scholarship. I'm 22 years old, and I have my bachelor's in chemistry, and I'm working on my master's in environmental science. I will be graduating in May and have complete intentions to start headfirst in my aviation career the next day. I've always enjoyed chemistry, math, animals, and video gaming, but I never thought that aviation would have taken such a significant place in my passions before last year. In July of 2014, I was an intern at Jefferson Labs in Newport News, Virginia. One of the contractors who worked on the same floor as I did had his private pilot license and his own 1973 Piper Cherokee 140. This man, Keith, decided to be generous and take the interns on a little flight as a way to relax at the end of our very stressful term. My lucky day was July 31st. My riding partner and I met Keith at the gate, and he let us in and up to the hangar. The first time I saw the plane, I didn't know what to think. I wasn't necessarily scared, wasn't excited, I was just curious. I had never been in a plane before. We loaded up and my partner let me sit up front. I got to help Keith go through the pre-flight checklist and we were off. As soon as we were off the ground, I was speechless. I was in awe the entire flight. As my partner spat off 200 questions, I was silent, just looking in every direction and taking in everything I could. I was in love and knew from that moment that I needed to fly. Since that moment, I have truly understood the definition of desire. When I see or hear an aircraft fly by, I get the deep pit feeling in my stomach that will only be remedied by being able to do that myself. Nothing has ever made me feel this way, and I get more excited every time I think of it. After doing some research and making a few calls, I've decided I want to learn to fly with Freedom Aviation, the same school Keith went through. I'm a very competitive woman, and when Keith told me he completed his training in 41 hours, I made it my personal goal to do it in 40 hours even. After speaking with a flight instructor at Freedom, I've been saving as much as I can since then. I have also joined the 99s International Organization of Women Pilots as a student member. I have been regularly attending the meetings and events with the ladies, and I have even volunteered to be the chapter scrapbooker. In my spare time, I enjoy reading about the science of flying, tutoring, and volunteering at the local animal shelter. I'm also a member of Alpha Chi Sigma, the National Professional Chemistry Fraternity. For my future goals, I've considered many paths, as any academic student would do. After graduation in flight school, I am very interested in becoming a pilot in the Air Force Guard. I have also looked into environmental fields where I can apply both my interest and my education. I have definitely considered commercial flight too. I plan on going back into flight trainings to continue my advancements and knowledge in flights no matter where I go. By earning the scholarship, I will be able to go into flight training as soon as I graduate. Without it, it could be years before I save up just enough money for the program. I will also be able to complete the program without any worry. With the finances well covered, I will be able to work through any hardships I may face in the training and not have to worry about dropping out due to overly costs. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time you are taking to review my application.